Download the BCSN Plus app today. Visit bcsnnation.com for details. Baseball with Bruce is brought to you by State Farm agent Julie Spann Johnson. Covering your bases and protecting your future. Call Julie for all of your insurance needs.
The Final Four is this week. It is the best of the best. There's no better person to break it down with than Bruce Johnson. Bruce, thank you so much for taking the time.
I appreciate it. We better get busy. We have a lot to cover.
Yeah, we do have a lot to cover. Before we get to the matchups, we have to talk about the All-Ohio teams in baseball. 13 players from our area were honored, 7 of them getting first team in their respective division. What do you make of the list?
I think it's awesome. We've been talking all year how good the talent is. Braden Heitmeyer, first team, Perrysburg. Braxton Medford, honorable mention, Perrysburg. In Division II, Colin Tomansky, Sylvania Northview, first time. Eli Donowa, Anthony Wayne, first team. Owen Graff, Anthony Wayne, second team. Connor Draper, Sylvania Northview, second team. Landon Eversman, Clay Eagles, second team. Nick Hood, St. Francis, second team. Roy McCrandle, Bowser, second team. Owen Espinoza, Napoleon, first team, and then a trio of Ottawa Hills Green Bears and Jackson Snyder, Toby Stevens, and Reddick Pillarelli, all first-team Ohio members.
An absolutely loaded list.
Loaded.
You mentioned 2 Anthony Wayne generals, Eli Donowa and Owen Graff, both of which will be playing in a state Final Four game against Walsh Jesuit. What is the X factor for the Generals to pull this one out?
Well, they're going to be facing some quality pitching, and the young man's already committed to Alabama.
Yep.
But I think for Anthony Wayne, this is their best shot. It'll be Ryan Donnelly's second time in 3 years, and I think the Generals are primed and ready. They'll probably go with Owen Graff in the first game against Walsh Jesuit, and really it comes down to breaks and execution at this time, and I think the Generals will be prepared. If they win, they will play Saturday night at 7 o'clock against the winner of New Albany and Amherst Steel. And that Amherst Steel team I seen last week, they're the real deal.
The Generals back in the Final Four, as Bruce said, for the first time since 2023. A more mature team this time around. 13 seniors going into that Final Four matchup. Before we get to Division I with Perrysburg, we have to talk about Clay bowing out in the regional finals after losing to Steel. You followed this Eagles team all season. What do you make of this Cinderella run for Clay?
Well, Jim Phillips couldn't be any more proud of his team. They were young. They improved so much from the beginning of the season to the end. Obviously, they had a Landon Eversman, who was second team All-State, heading the pitching rotation. This Eagle team overachieved, and they should be very proud of their team out in Oregon.
Perrysburg, Division I, taking on Springboro. Here's a fun fact for you. Division I is the only division in all of Ohio baseball without a top 10 team from the coaches poll in the Final Four. Perrysburg coming in at 18. The lack of powerhouses in Division I, what does that do for the Yellow Jackets' chances to make it to a state title game?
I think they got a very good chance. And if you're Dave Hall at Perrysburg, the 4th time's the charm, not the 3rd time. And you know what? They're all quality teams at this time of the year. And it'll be tough for Dave Hall. They play a very good Springboro team. But I know anything about the Perrysburg Yellow Jackets, they'll rise to the occasion. And hopefully on Sunday, they'll bring home a state title in Northwest Ohio.
Who are you highlighting this week?
The Start Spartans. They finished 17-7 in Dan-Wise. They were able to win the City League tournament. They had a very good season. I'll tell you what, it really came down to a couple players that shined. Congratulations to Coach Wise and the Spartans.
And as you said, we have a loaded list of all Ohio talents, but for your final player of the week, who are you going with?
Connor Draper, Sylvania Northview. This sophomore was dynamic. This season he batted .407 with a .474 on base percentage. This young man still got 2 more years in high school, and we're going to hear a lot of good things about him.
How crazy is it that he's only a sophomore?
Oh my gosh. And the kid that he beat out for first team All-NL shortstop, Lucas Potkanowicz, was All-Ohio last year as a sophomore.
There you go. Let's get to your top 10. Anthony Wayne and Perrysburg, number 1 and number 2.
I still got to go with the Generals. They've been my number 1 all year, and they have not disappointed. I think this is Ryan Donnelly's year. I fully expect the Generals to have a great showing in Akron, and there's a good chance they can come home with some hardware. Hey, we would be remiss if we didn't say, Garrett Pike, good luck. Going to the College World Series, the former Anthony Wayne General and University of Toledo Rocket, now Louisville Cardinal, will go to the College World Series, and they open up with Oregon State. Garrett, you're making everybody in the Northwest Ohio baseball community proud. Good luck, young man.
Thank you so much, Bruce.
Thank you.